Hey guys, Ted here from GoHighLevel Kickstarter, and in this lesson I'll be going over how to create viral videos that convert. So this lesson is going to be building off of the lead magnet research and design lesson that we just covered in this module. What we're going to be covering in this lesson is what makes a good video ad and creating your video ad with Capcut. And there's going to be the desktop and mobile version. So let's start off with what makes a good video ad. In the previous lesson, we were focusing on making image ads, but now we're going to be taking it up a level and transforming that static image into an engaging video. And what this video needs is to stop the scroll. It needs to deliver a clear, specific message right here, and then a strong call to action. So you can see from some of these examples off the bat, these are just images, but you can already tell. In the good example, there's a relaxed tone, helpful advice, and the person is very relatable. Usually for these type of videos, we suggest you to be wearing natural clothes, be in a natural environment, like he's in his backyard here, and to just speak in a way where you would speak to a friend, which is very calm, very casual. And the bad example here is this one. He's in an office setting, the camera's a little too close to him, he's in a suit, the subtitles are very clunky, and the editing is too fancy, it's too much. We just want a simple, straightforward, relatable message for our audience. And that's what makes a good video ad. And in terms of researching video ads, we can copy the same structure as last time, where we go to Facebook Ads Library. And instead of sorting by image ads, we sort by video ads this time, and we can see our competitors. For example, if we're targeting real estate agents, and we want to filter here by videos. And in this way, you can start building your SWIGO ads. You can see the copy that they include at the top here, same principles, see how long it's running for. And we can check here for some good eye-catching thumbnails at first. As we're going through, let's click on this ad, for example, see how they do it.
Real estate agents, stop scrolling.
So first of all, that's already great. There's an immediate call out to the audience, real estate agents.
We're looking for a few agents to receive a free custom website design.
And this is the offer that she's providing. We're looking for a few agents to receive a free custom website design. And as you can see from our template here, this is the proven successful method for video advertising. It's using this model. I'm looking for 4 to 5x to test our exclusive product. And so you can see from some competitors that this is a very effective strategy. And we can watch a little bit of the rest to get some inspiration.
To receive a free custom website design 100% for free. We create modern, high-converting websites that help you attract more buyers and sellers. And for a limited time...
So that's the value she's providing, building those sites to attract you more buyers and sellers. And they're doing it for free. So that's their offer. So does it have all the elements here? It has the call out at the beginning. It has stating the offer, and then the simple explanation how it happens, and then a call to action at the end.
Spots are limited, so click below to claim yours right now.
So she added a click below to claim yours right now, and spots are limited, so that is a good call to action with urgency. So this ad checks all the boxes. And so what we can do here is we can save this ad for reference. And then the next step you would want to do is to save this video for future usage. And how you would actually do that is you would be accessing this on a Google Chrome browser, and then you'd right click and press inspect here. Then you can click on this button at the top left and then press specifically on the video. And if you scroll to the code on the right side here and on the top, you'll see this video link right here. And then you can copy and paste this into a new tab. And the video is right there, voila, and you can press download right here to save it. And then you can do a similar process as the previous time, where we're creating a swipe video file. Swipe video at in here. This way we can provide it as a link instead. You can also just directly upload all these files into a Google Drive. But we're going to be using a Google Doc for now just because we want to create some script copy for the video, and we want to include it all in the same place here. Just keep in mind that these links you generated are temporary, so they will expire. Make sure to download all the videos and keep it in a separate drive as well. So let's go back to our course here. So structuring your video ad. The goal is to translate our lead magnet design into a video ad, essentially. We're taking the same offer that we've developed and we're giving it a different medium to get to our audience. So for the best results, make sure to follow the UGC framework, which is user-generated content. So it's content that gives a more natural feeling, like someone talking to their friend or directly to the audience. So the framework that you would want to follow for this is the exact structure you need, is to call out your audience. For example, real estate agents in New York. And you can see from this video here, she did this perfectly. And state the offer. I'm looking for 4 to 5x to test our exclusive product. And so you can see here as well, a few agents to receive a free. Then insert your simple explanation. Refer back to the unlimited lead magnet generator module, which is right here. And here we talk about the simple explanation. This link is also part of this module, so refer back to this. All right, and then we would want to add a call to action at the end. So usually what we like to add is click the link somewhere around this video. Just because on each platform, the link will be in a different place. So just saying that is a catch-all for everything. That's essentially it. That's the entire framework of the video. Just a call to action, state the offer, insert your explanation, and then a link and a call to action. So ideally, you want to script this out so that it sounds as natural as possible when you're saying it. So here's a sample script. Hey, real estate agents in New York. I'm looking for 4 to 5 agents to test out an exclusive lead magnet we created that helps you attract leads without paid ads, cold calling, or relying on consistent referrals. So in the section where you're stating the offer, you want to be addressing the target audience. You want to be providing your service or your offer. And then you want to be saying the benefits or the pain points. So these are the pain points: cold calling, inconsistent referrals, paid ads. And so you're highlighting that they can achieve this result without the pain points. And then you add in your simple explanation here of the gist of your offer. And then you add the link and the call to action at the end. You can take this prompt here and you can put it into ChatGPT. And then you want to just fill in the blanks here. Ad script is for real estate agents in Australia, for example, struggling with 1 to 2 pain points. Let's see. Getting leads, closing deals. I'm offering AI-powered lead generation, and I want the tone to feel casual. And then I would also want to add a section at the end here. Use my copy to add more information to this script. And then we would refer back to our previous swipe file that we created in the last lesson, which has all of our copy used to design the ad, if you remember here. And we can take our original ad copy here, and then we could put it in here. And then this just gives ChatGPT more references to use and information. So we're going to want to type it in here. And then there's your script. Hey, Aussie real estate agents, quick question. Sick of cold calls, door knocking, or chasing leads that ghost you? What if I told you there's an AI system that sends you 30 plus hot listings every month straight to your phone? No upfront cost, no chasing, just qualified homeowners ready to sell. It runs in the background where you do what you do best, closing deals. Tap learn more to see if your area is still open. So yes, this is a fairly good script. It covers all the points. We have the attention grabber, addressing your audience. We have the pain points right here. We have your offer, and then we have the benefits. And then this is another pain point that we mentioned. And then call to action, learn more. And I still think this call to action is a little weak, so we can ask ChatGPT to improve that. Make the call to action stronger and more actionable. So we can wait for the response here. And then something like this works a lot better. Tap one more now and claim your area before someone else does. So this creates a sense of urgency. And then now we can take this, for example, and we can go back to our swipe file video ads, and then we can make a section for our video script. And we can post it here and have it ready to go for filming and editing. All right, and then we can move on to our next step right here.
Step 2, make it feel real. Keep this in mind when you're filming the video.
That's when you're filming in natural situations such as your home, walking, fixing your car. This also depends on what type of audience you're targeting. For example, if you have an offer for mechanics, you could be fixing your car at the time. Or if you have an offer for real estate marketing, you could be in front of your computer looking at appointments, or you can be opening the door to your house and walking through like you're giving them a tour. Things like that. Make sure that it's natural. The next advice would be to just be yourself. Your personality is your strongest hook. As you're providing a service to these clients, they're going to be working with you. So presenting your personality up front will help them decide if they want to work with you or not, and presenting it with our following format will be a very good way to get potential clients interested, because people buy from people they like and trust. So within those first couple seconds, because the hook is the most important part of the video, you want to address the audience as well as introduce yourself and the service that you're providing. So as long as you follow these steps, you'll end up with a very simple yet effective video ad for your target audience. So we can look at the structure here. So first, there's a call out, agency owners. Here's the offer, SaaS or software as a service. And an explanation, we provide a complete guide for you. And a strong call to action, click somewhere on this video to gain your benefits for a limited time. Things like that to create a sense of urgency. So that is a strong call to action at the end. So make sure to include all 4 of these elements in your video. And of course, there's different types of video ads. For now, we'll be teaching the UGC video structure, which works well. Feel free to get a little more creative after you have already mastered including these 4 basic principles. So we can have a final checklist here, address the audience, hey, real estate agents in New York, state the offer, I'm looking for 4 to 5 agents to test our product, simple explanation, this tool helps you book appointments without hassles, and then a strong call to action, click around this video to get started and claim your limited time offer. Now we're going to be moving into the actual editing portion. So we're going to be creating your video ad with Capcut. So there's both a mobile version and a PC version. The functionality is relatively the same. The PC version has some more advanced features and editing control. So we'll go ahead and start showing you the tutorial with the PC version, and you can implement the exact same options on Capcut Mobile as well. So the first thing you want to do is open up Capcut and then create a project. So your project should open up here. And then the next thing we're going to do is import the video using the script that you just shot. So go ahead and shoot this script here after you've created it with the ChatGPT help. And then keep these filming tips in mind. Like I said before, just do it casually, be yourself, and then open up with your personality and include the 4 elements here. So after we've recorded that video, we can go ahead and upload it into Capcut. I'm going to be using a video of Vico's here as an example. So we can play the video and then you can see if it addresses all the elements. Put this to full resolution so you guys can see.
Business owner is paying 40 to 100K each year to keep a personal assistant or a very bad front desk reception just to simply sit there and reply to text and email.
Okay, so in that first sentence alone, 13 seconds, what does he cover? He covers the target audience, which is business owners, right away. So we already have 1 check there. address the audience. And then we're going back to stating the
40
offer.
to 100K each year to keep a personal assistant.
Here, I can see where he's leading already. They're paying excessive amounts a year to keep a useless employee. And that is the pain point of business owners. So let's scrub a little bit to look for his solution.
What if you could offer them a cheaper alternative?
What if you could offer them a cheaper alternative, right? So that is the offer.
We're talking a chatbot that can do all of the work. A chatbot that can do all of their work in a chatbot that can do all of their work 24/7 even while they sleep.
Okay. And that is also part of the offer, as well as a simple explanation. And then we can check towards the end if there's a strong call to action. So here's the call to action.
So make sure that you comment the word try below and like this post, and I will send it over to you.
Okay, so there's a call to action to like and comment, and then he'll send the resource to them. So this ad is slightly different. This is organic content to be posted on a social media platform, but still the same rules apply, so we can do the same editing principles here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is scroll into your timeline, and you can look at the little audio sections here. And then that's where you can see where you need to trim.
Business owner is paying 40 to 100K each year to keep a personal assistant or a very bad front desk reception just to simply sit there and reply to text and email.
So we have that complete thought here. We can make a cut right here. It's going to be B on your keyboard as a shortcut. And then you can come here.
Business owner is
You can take out the first couple seconds as well.
Business owner is paying 40 to 100K each year to keep a personal assistant or a very bad front desk reception.
First part looks good. Now we can skip around and kind of piece together the content to be a coherent whole.
A chatbot that can.
So we can go here. He says chatbot here, and then he messes up in this section. So then we want to just continue where he starts it correctly. And sometimes you gotta scroll through.
A chatbot that can do all of their work, that doesn't need to sleep, doesn't need to eat.
And then we can cut out this section here. This is all mistakes.
The first goal here is to have a rough cut, which is just putting together all the pieces of your script without any mistakes or pauses in between.
Yeah, so we're just looking for the repeat sections here. And then every so often you could play it back together to see if it's coherent.
Business owner is paying 40 to 100K each year to keep a personal assistant or a very bad front desk reception just to simply sit there and reply to text and email. What if you could offer them a cheaper alternative? We're talking a chatbot that can do all of their work, doesn't need to sleep, eat, take a break, or...
It's helpful too for filming, where if you mess up, you should start over in the beginning of the sentence, just so that it's easier to cut and there's no awkward pauses. Okay, so I'm going to skip through a little bit of the trimming here, and you can see the final result. Okay, so now we've trimmed the video down, and it's looking at about the 30-second mark, which is what we're going for. And the next step you would want to do here is to add in auto captions. So Capcut has that function here. And it's a Capcut Pro function. We have a link to our Capcut Pro so you can have a free trial and try it out yourself.
It just saves you a lot of time, especially for making short form content, so I think it's worth it.
So all these features are available for both PC and mobile. And if you decide to use the free version of Capcut, you simply just have to type in the words yourself. You can see here that the text is a little cluttered. So we're going to want to go in and change it to be a little smaller.
So our goal here is easy readability. You know, many people will be using their phones with the audio off, so having captions to restate your offer and your script is very helpful to include.
And we want to change the formatting too, just little things like this.
A good rule of thumb is that all your subtitles should be only one line long, so that it's large enough to easily read.
And you want to cut it precisely too on the words.
So CapCut Auto Captions puts all of the text in one big paragraph. So you would want to separate the captions into 3 or 4 different lines.
Okay, so once we have the captions all properly adjusted here to be less crowded and take up only 1 or 2 lines max, we're going to want to go here to the text, and we're going to want to pick some templates. So the best templates and the ones that you see on most video ads are going to be Capcut Pro templates, and it automatically highlights it for you. And as you can see, some of them are a little bit off, so you might have to adjust. And you want to pick the ones that are visually engaging but not distracting. So ones that highlight the text like this work well.
40 to 100K each year to keep a personal assistant or a very bad front desk reception just to simply sit there and reply to text and email. What if you could offer them a cheaper alternative? We're talking a chatbot that can do all of their work, doesn't need to sleep, eat, take a break, or go on holiday. And the best part is that it's a fraction of the cost of hiring an actual human. So make sure that you
As you can see here, there's an error.
So the most common error is that sometimes the captions will repeat or will appear very briefly, so you will have to manually adjust those and catch those. So we just want to double check and make sure that the captions are matching with the speech.
fraction of the cost of hiring an actual human.
And then the tip here is when you're doing the call to action, you're going to want to add a text that is slightly different so that it catches the viewer's eye. So if we're asking the viewer to comment the word try, do this, and do this, where we take out try from here, and then we add try with a new text style, which we can do right here by dragging the default text. And then you can type in the word try, and then you can pick an effect or template to use. And Capcut has a variety of templates and animations to make things engaging, so feel free to mess around with these. Just something like this, very simple animation, can add a lot and help guide viewers to the call to action.
Follow below and like this post, and I will send it over to you.
And yeah, besides the simple cutting and subtitles, this is all you really need. The other suggestion I have would be to add music and sound effects, and you can do that directly in CapCut here. Here's some music examples. You can just pick one that's suitable. Usually I go for something upbeat if it's for a shorter ad with a call to action. So you can pick a faster paced song and then make sure to line it up correctly. You would want the beats to align with the cuts too, ideally. And you can also fade in and fade out the audio to make it a little more seamless when he's talking. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the video editing. You can get more advanced as well by adding some transitions. You're not always going to be having one static location like this. So CapCut has a variety of transitions. The popular one is the Glare 2 right here. You will see it a lot. It's a light leak that works very well to transition any scene to each other. So adding transitions throughout, but not excessively, can help guide viewers' attention. Another transition that works well is zoom ins and zoom outs. So in CapCut, it's titled pull in. So then you would add it somewhere like that. Here too, there's an opportunity to add a graphic. Business owners, and he's pointing upwards. And there's a clear open space here. So when you're filming your video too, make sure to include possible elements like this. Pointing in a certain direction for adding graphics later, or just keep in mind the assets that you'll want to put on the screen here. So for example, if I want to add something related to business owners, there's a couple options. I could even add in the copy that we made from the last videos here. If we go to our previous document here, and we have one of these, for example, or even a picture like this. This is why having an asset library comes in handy so much. It's because you can simply take some of the assets that you created and repurpose them for different uses. So you can add the agent here, for example. And then you can add in an animation in, like a little pop-in or something. And you can add it in a little bit later. If there is an amount, I usually like to add in some sound effects as well, which could be like a money sign sound effect. Yeah, you'll hear this sound effect a lot in other videos, so you can go ahead and add it there. And then that just adds a little bit of engagement. You can lower it a little bit. It's too loud with the sound settings there. And then because we have a sound effect here, we can also add in another graphic here. For example, we could add in the simple money graphic here. And then we can have it pop up with the sound effect. So the setting you're going to want to be looking for is slide up. This one right here.
Paying 40 to 100K.
And try not to go too excessively with the animations. Usually it's reserved for the beginning of the video as a hook to create engagement and to keep viewers watching. Because remember, your video is going to pop up in a feed and people will judge it within the first 1 to 2 seconds. So the hook has to be very engaging and it has to show your personality. When you're adding in graphics and animations, make sure that they have an animation out as well, so that it just doesn't randomly disappear in a clunky way. So for this image here, we can just fade it out is the simplest way to do it. And then we can do the same for here.
Business owner is paying 40 to 100K each year to keep.
And there you go. And then you would essentially repeat this process for the rest of the video, adding in graphics and images to highlight your points, changing the B-roll to show what you're illustrating. And here, for example, if we want to add in a B-roll, as he's talking about an AI chatbot that can do all the work for you, we can go ahead and just add a video here to overlay for a couple of the scenes.
If you want to find stock videos, I would recommend using free websites such as Pexels or VecDeezy. And you could also use paid subscriptions such as Storyblocks or Envato Elements.
Then you're going to want to make sure that your captions are on top of the video so that it's still visible. And then for points like this too, where you're just listing something, doesn't need to sleep, eat, take a break. These are going to be points where you can add in graphics or make a cut, add in B-roll, things like that. So you just want to have an engaging video with multiple elements without it being too excessive or distracting from the main point. I'm going to have the occasional B-roll as well. And then some clear, distinct text to add for the points that you want your audience to focus on. And then a call to action at the end. So essentially this video has all the elements that it has: addressing the business owners, it has the offer with the AI chatbot, it has the pain points with the bad assistants, and it has some visuals to show you, as well as a clear call to action at the end. Okay, and once we're satisfied with this video and we have all of our elements in place, we can go ahead and press export here. And then you can name it video ad 1, for example. And then you would just press export. And for the settings, we recommend in 4K, higher bitrate, and then everything else is good here. And we export. And that's it. So now that your video is exported and ready, I'll go ahead and play for you the final version of the video on the screen here.
Business owner is paying 40 to 100K each year to keep a personal assistant or a very bad front desk reception just to simply sit there and reply to text and email. What if you could offer them a cheaper alternative? We're talking a chatbot that can do all of their work, doesn't need to sleep, eat, take a break, or go on holiday. And the best part is that it's a fraction of the cost of hiring an actual human. So make sure that you comment the word try below and like this post, and I will send it over to you.
And as you can see, there's other elements that you can add to make the video more in-depth. You can add some music. You can add more sound effects, you can add B-roll, you can add graphics, stock footage, things like that. But in our case, for the UGC-centered videos, the goal is to keep it personable and relatable, to make it feel real. So a lot of your video, you're only going to be using text and a couple of simple graphics that aren't distracting. We went over how to create your ad with CapCut PC. So you can repeat the same steps for mobile. You can shoot directly on your phone the script that you wrote, and then directly edit on CapCut as well. Make sure that you're also using auto captions, adding text overlays, music, and sound effects. A lot of these things are easier on the PC, so that's why we recommend using the PC version as well as Capcut Pro to access extra features such as auto captions. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this lesson.
Now for the action list and next steps. Now that you have all the tools and framework you need to start beginning your video ads,
Let's put that into practice. So step 1, finish editing and exporting your video. Use CapCut Mobile or desktop to finalize your edits. You can use our link here to get CapCut Pro. And then this is the checklist for your video. Make sure there's a clear hook, a simple benefit-driven script, and subtitles and a visible call to action at the bottom. And you should export in this quality for the best results. This simple benefit-driven script should also highlight all the things we mentioned before, which is a call out to the target audience, your service, your explanation of the service, and the call to action, just like that. All right, so then the next step you want to do after creating your video and following all the steps correctly is you're going to want to post it in our school community. So you can make a short intro post. We provided you with the ad copy right here. Just plug and play like you do with all of our other templates and prompts. And then make sure to tag Vico King and notify,
and our team will give you a free audit on your video ad.
and give you suggestions for your hook, for your locations, for your script, for all the aspects of the video. That's a lot of free value we're providing for you by simply following the training. And then for your final step, step 3 would be to join the elite community. If you want personalized feedback on your video, as well as access to one-on-one coaching, additional courses, make sure to join our elite community with the link provided here. I hope this lesson has been helpful for you, so go out there and start building your video ad now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.